Well, what are we going to watch? Did you have something in mind?
I just love old movies. I love these late night movies. You get some weird stuff. So
You do.
let's do some channel surfing and see if we can't find something.
All right, let's see. I'm here for that. Oh, I don't know about this one. I've heard bad
No,
reviews about
no,
it.
no.
Yeah.
No. Ooh, no.
I think I've seen this one before.
Have you? Oh, that looks terrible. Ugh.
Ugh, yeah. Oh, this one. Yes, let's watch this one. This is one of my favorites. Have you seen
Really?
this?
I don't think so. No, I haven't seen it. What is it?
Pete, are you a fan of David Lynch?
Oh no. Yeah, he's a director, isn't he?
Mhm.
I don't think I'm smart enough for this guy. He's got some weird movies, man.
And I remember you saying that a long time ago. And I just think a lot of people think that way, that they're too dumb for David Lynch. And I think that it's usually the totally opposite of that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I
Well,
think
which one you got here?
Well, this is Mulholland Drive.
I've heard of this one.
It's a smidge long, but it's one of his best, if not the best, in my opinion.
High praise. All right.
High praise.
All right. Yeah, put it on.
All righty.
I got me a beer.
Well, you know what? Give me one of those beers while you're at it.
You got it.
This video contains explicit material not suitable for children.
The time is 5 minutes to 12, midnight. There is no more darkness.
Shrunkzilla! Starring the Shrunken Head.
Welcome, everyone, to episode number 1 of After Hours Cinema Review with Anna and Pete, or crap for short.
Crap. I'm sure that's what some listeners are saying right now.
This is my buddy Anna over here. We're finally doing a show together. And I know we had a couple of shows in Charlie's absence late last year. And I think that really... That got the juices rolling, didn't it? So to speak.
We had fun.
Yeah, we really did. And yeah, so we're gonna try this as episode number 1. So we're gonna go through some growing pains. We're gonna go through some experimentation, but we'll hit the ground running here pretty quick. We'll figure it out.
So.
We're veterans. We've got a couple other shows we've done.
We're captains.
We are captain.
Okay. Captain.
All right. So After Hours Cinema, the idea of this show, Anna, please correct me if I'm going off script here, but After Hours Cinema, this is if you grew up in the era of television, even during the cable era, like you were up late at night doom scrolling through your television before phones were a thing, looking for a movie. And that's kind of just the guide. What's this? What's that? I haven't heard of that. That sounds like fun. And landing on something, and insomnia kicks in, and you're just going to watch this movie all night long. And then, we have a really interesting review or ratings process later on. We'll talk about that. As we'll get to it when we get there. Yeah. I like but every other month or every month, we're going to switch. Anna has picked the first episode or the first movie for our first episode. I'm going to pick for next month.
Yep.
And since Anna picked, I'm sort of kind of driving because I have so many questions.
I'm excited to hear your thoughts.
So many questions. Oh my goodness gracious. So Anna, why don't you let our dear listeners know what the hell you brought? What is this? What did you bring to the show?
It is the wonderful David Lynch written and directed Mulholland Drive from 2001.
Yeah, it sure is. Oh my goodness.
Very, very early 2000s. It still has that feel to it, that late night feel. Like I was watching it yesterday, and I don't know, it has an oddly comfy feel to it, which is something I like about movies anyways. But it has this thing for me where I'll watch some movies like this where it features places like I've always wanted to go and see, and it'll just give me the biggest butterflies and this feeling of like, it's almost like a nostalgic feeling without having experienced it. You know, it's like I don't know, maybe I have in a different life or something like that, but it's
Ooh,
like
that's interesting.
I've experienced that with some movies, and this is one of them. And maybe it's just the David Lynch effect, but
Now you've seen this a number of times, right?
oh yeah, mm-hmm. Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so this is
at least 10, yeah.
first time for me. I
Mm-hmm.
had never seen this before. I've known about this. I've seen the pictures. I know who David Lynch is, and I know in the past I've said I'm not smart enough for his films, and I will double down on that. This movie confused the hell out of me. However, it is absolutely gorgeous.
It
It's
is.
supremely acted. There's so much to like about this, and I think I really did enjoy myself overall. But I do have lots of questions because David Lynch is he's a colossal weirdo. I mean, he
Mm-hmm.
tells
He
a
is. He's
story
like
like few do. This is
s-
he's like a he's he's an art house filmmaker who happens to be in the mainstream and has a legit following. Am I
right.
wrong? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he makes art. This is an art house. This feels like an art house film. This feels like something you'd see in International Cinema Foundation late at night or something like that. The
Yeah.
ICF, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Anywho,
Mm-hmm.
this
IFC.
is IFC. Thank you.
Yeah.
This feels like something very weird late at night. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like you stumble upon this, like, what the hell am I watching? I have no idea. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I can't look away from this. And yet I'm still, as we're sitting here right now, putting the pieces to this puzzle together. Cause it's just,
Mm-hmm.
whoa, it's the David Lynch's story, I think, is deeper than even the some of the analytical reviews I watched on YouTube even
Mm-hmm.
go. I think it's deeper than that.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the biggest thing about David Lynch is that he was such an advocate for not explaining his movies because he wanted every individual person to have their own experience with it. And you watch clips of him on YouTube and he'll be like, there's this one reporter asked him a question and it was like, what's the movie about? And he was like, "Oh, no, I don't do that. I don't do that." And then the
Mhm.
very next question was the same question worded in a different way.
Sure.
And David Lynch just sat there and looked at him like, "Do you think I'm stupid? Do you really think I'm gonna fall for that?" But I love that about him because the very first time I watched this movie, I thought it was like a like a multiverse kind of thing, like an
Yeah.
alternate dimension. And I feel like there's a path that most people like to follow with what this movie means. And I
Mhm.
tend to agree with a lot of it because it wasn't until the third time or so I watched it where it clicked at the end of the second time, but I distinctly remember those second and third watches were back to back because it clicked what was going on in the second watch. And then the third watch, I had to immediately start it over and watch it with that in mind. And I
Mhm.
think that's really his films, especially this one, it's really great with theory crafting, which is what I like, just the mystery and not having the answers given to you and us being able to sit here and bounce ideas off each other as to what it really means. And did you have any initial thoughts like when it was over as to what the conclusion of the film
The
was?
Yeah, so the funny thing is I watched this and took it for face value the first time I watched it. I'm just like, "Oh, okay, I knew going in it's David Lynch, right? So it's going to be a little weird. It might not be told in order. It's going to have some sort of metaphor going on. Might have it clearly does have a dream theme to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched it and not necessarily on purpose, but I did watch it just on as a surface level movie. And I, because I didn't watch any trailers, I didn't read anything about it in advance because I wanted to go in like someone well, I went in with absolute fresh eyes. Like I had no
Yeah.
preconceived notions. I knew it was going to be weird. I keep saying it's going to be weird, folks. It's a weird movie. It's
It is.
I
It's
you
weird.
could
It's weird.
love this movie to death. It's weird.
It is.
Um,
Yeah. I
so
don't disagree.
so when we get to like the latter half of the third act, my brain is spinning like literally spinning, trying to figure out, whoa, we're flashing backwards and forwards, and I'm not sure any of it's making sense. It's all disconnected. They're introducing a few characters that seem to be, could be other characters in this movie at the same time, but maybe not in the same place.
Exactly. A different realm. That's why I thought that. Yeah.
Right. I love your multiverse theory or reference there. That was, if you go into his thinking multiverse, there's all sorts of things going on. And the last like 5 minutes of this movie stumped me. I just sat there with my jaw open going, okay, so chaos is happening. We're going to spoil it, folks. Go watch this movie, please.
Spoilers. Yeah, we're always going to spoil it.
Always going to spoil this. She commits suicide, shoots herself in the head or in the mouth or whatever it was, as she's being chased by this old couple that we saw at the very beginning of the movie.
Correct.
And I have zero idea of what's going on. And it cold ends with some rando gal somewhere in the middle of the movie. And she says quiet in Spanish. And
Silencio.
I'm like, what? And the beauty of this movie is it confused the hell out of me, but it also made me go, what did I miss? Where is it I need to know more? And that's the beauty of this movie. That's the genius, the brilliance of this film, is that it wasn't so confusing. They were like, fuck this movie. I'm out of here. This is dumb. Yeah. This is dumb. I don't give a damn about it. Nothing in this is redeemable. No, exactly the opposite. I'm like, I need to, my first thought was I need to watch this again. It's 2.5 hours long. So it's an investment of time.
It is. Yes.
And I did rent it from Amazon. So it didn't come in time with the library. It's got a Criterion spine.
Yes, it does.
That's the one I rented at the library, and it just didn't come in on time. But I wanted so desperately to know more, and I found it. There's some wonderful videos. I sent you one of them that I found on YouTube. They're like 20 minutes. Some of them are 20 minutes long, and it doesn't spell it out, but it drops a couple of really great clues that makes some major pieces fall in place, so that got it. Okay, now I understand the premise of what David Lynch is going. I will not claim to know what all he was thinking or what all he was trying to say.
No.
But yeah, those few little nuggets that these online reviewers, and they weren't doing it like entirely scholarly. They were having a little bit of fun with it, which makes it much more interesting.
For sure.
But yeah, it was. Well, I've so much. I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time expressing. I'm having a dream right now.
Right, you're waking up and trying to piece everything together,
and that's what this movie is. So you want to like get. Okay, how about I try to give like the basic outline. So
right.
As I saw it, as I watched it without any preconceived notions, a gal comes to Hollywood seeking fame and fortune.
Correct. Yes.
She is afforded to live in Beverly Hills in her aunt's apartment.
Who's also a movie star, off
making films somewhere else.
Living the old Hollywood dream that she wants.
And this woman who was in a car accident found her way into the apartment, and they strike up a relationship, which probably just should have been arrested immediately as a vagrant. But
that was, that's one of those, like, if this was a guy in the same situation, you would have called the police real quick.
Well, if it was a guy that was in the apartment or a guy walks into the apartment,
right? Yeah,
either way, if there was a man involved, but there were women involved, this isn't a stereotype. I just think that That's just an observation. I think a guy would have
Mhm.
called the cops right away, where she
For
had sympathy
sure.
for this woman and wanted her to stick around, and then they develop a relationship. She, what a relationship. She goes on. She goes out and does auditions, and that's when it starts getting. And I keep saying this, starts getting weird.
Uh-huh.
That's when all these puzzle pieces start floating apart. You're not really sure what's
That's when
is
the
this.
dream starts to come undone.
Yeah, is this now? Is this
Mhm.
then? So, long story short, the movie is about this woman. What I think the movie is about is a woman that comes to Hollywood, cannot find a job as an actress, gets passed over for a part, goes crazy, kills that person who was her lover, I think, at one time
Uh-huh.
in real life. And this whole movie is her life flashing before her eyes as she had wished it to happen.
Yes. Yeah. The whole movie
Maybe.
is yeah,
Your
yay,
turn.
yay,
Your turn.
yay.
I've talked too much.
The whole movie is her dreaming
Okay.
like
Yeah.
what
Mhm.
her perfect
Mhm.
life would be. In her perfect life, she has the girl, she has
Oh,
the career,
she sure does.
she has everything that Rita / Camilla has. Or well, I guess in this
One of
case it
the
would be
very
who what
confusing
Camilla
parts is
has.
they start switching names through this movie. Every once in
Uh-huh.
a while, somebody slips up and calls Betty, not Camilla, she calls her Diane or something like that. Someone slips
Uh-huh.
up every once in a while, and that just what something's not right here. Please
Yeah,
continue. I'm so
good.
sorry.
That's a great pickup, though. Yeah, that's something that you don't really notice unless you're really listening. And also you put the pieces together after it's over, and you realize that she is Diane and she's woke up. And that's the dream kind of coming undone. Um, but so and honestly, the movie too is while it is a dream of how she wants her perfect life to be,
Mhm.
it also kind of tells us like how she got to Hollywood in the first place. She did win a jitterbug contest.
The most
That's
David Lynch opening of all
I
David Lynch
know.
movies.
Just that he's such a like I've always heard him described as such a Boy Scout. Like he's from Missoula, Montana.
Oh yeah.
He loved his parents. Like he was just like a
Aw.
good kid, a good Midwestern boy.
Uh-huh.
And so the fact that I agree. The jitterbug, you see that opening, and it's really like it's not the best editing either. And I think that's on purpose.
Oh,
I think it's
clearly on
because
purpose. He knows what he's doing.
it's to
Mhm.
show us that okay, this is not real. Like this is not what's really happening right now.
Yeah, the colors aren't right. The editing looks weird. Even
Yes.
even the forms of the people are kind of like blurred and obscured a little bit. So
Mhm.
right away, if you like, I was very clearly. I keep saying confused and weird. Um, if you had any inkling, it's revealed in the opening in that jitterbug scene. This is a dream. This is all
Mhm.
a dream. It
Yeah.
tells you right away that it's a dream, and I didn't pick up on it right away.
Not only that, but then we get the shot of we get the shot of Diane laying
Mhm.
down, the POV were her laying down onto the pillow. And then the movie starts, right? That's another tale. But also in that scene, if you listen, it sounds like she's smoking something. And although it's not explicitly said in the movie that she has some kind of drug problem,
Ooh, I missed
I
that.
think it's very clear that she does, especially when she's meeting the hitman. Like
When you
she
see
does
her late
not
in the film, she looks like an addict.
she looks rough, exactly.
Mhm.
And I'm not just talking about like alcohol rough, like she's
No,
something else. So I think she's smoking maybe crack or,
probably crack. I mean, well, it
something
was
like
what?
that.
This is early 2000s. Yeah, it would have been crack. Sure.
And in
That.
LA, like in all that, yeah.
Mhm.
And she obviously had to have been into some shit to even know how to contact a hitman in the first place, you know? And then that's tale number two. Then when the movie starts, we get the diner scene at Winky's.
Mm-hmm.
That's another tale. The guy there, he's popped up in a ton of movies over the years too. He's a familiar face.
Yep.
Can't think of his name. He's
Oh
talking about
God,
how
there are so many familiar faces in this movie.
so many. The bum behind the dumpster later in this scene is Bonnie, what's her face, who plays the nun in
Really?
Insidious. That's her, yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's her.
Wow.
But he's talking about in that scene, he's telling his colleague he had to come there because he saw it in a dream. Like, it is explicitly told to us. But I think viewers are so sucked into just the story. Like you said, it's so beautiful. And then once she gets to LA, we kind of get that like cheesy sitcom kind of opening, right? Like they're all big smiles and she's like, "Oh, I'll be sure to look for you on the big screen." You know, she's like, "Thank you so much." And then she turns around and what happens? The cab driver already has her suitcases ready to go. That
Didn't
never
have to
happens.
Nope. Where are your suitcases, ma'am? They're right. Oh, they're in the car already.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm going over here. And she gives him the address. Then we get a shot.
So, in hindsight, it's so obvious.
I know, right? I know it is. It is. But then, like the very next shot after Betty leaves, we see the old couple in another cab, and they're just like this.
Yeah.
Like really creepy, like they don't speak to each other. She reaches over and pats his leg one time, and then that's it. That's all we see of them until the end of the movie. And it's like, why was this even here?
Don't know.
And it's to show that they're characters in a dream. And when you dream, you do pull faces from people you see, whether you realize you're seeing them or not. Your mind sees them, and that's really what happens throughout the entirety of this movie. And when it starts with Rita getting into the car accident, that is Diane's way of like feeling so much guilt about what happened that, oh, well, the hit was obviously botched. Like this is what happened in my perfect world. He didn't actually kill her because they got into a car crash before it could happen. And then later on in the movie, we get the really random scene with the same guy who's pulling the hit, just like bumbling, killing people, accidentally shooting his gun, shooting people through the wall. It's chaos, right? And you're
hilarious.
So hilarious. Yeah. It's so out of place in the movie, but then you look at it after you think about things. She's pulling him from her real life and placing him once again into the scenario that, yes, she tried to pay him to do the botch or the hit, but it was botched. And because
he's so incompetent.
Look
how incompetent he is. He shot through the wall and his neighbor.
That lady, when she screamed on the other side of it was so funny.
And then he shoots the vacuum and catches fire and burns the building down.
His reaction is so funny. I can't think. His name's
great.
Mark. His name's Mark something in real life, but he actually plays Lucifer in Supernatural in the later seasons.
In Twin Peaks?
No, in Supernatural.
Oh shit! You're right.
That's Lucifer.
Yeah,
right?
you're right.
The
my god.
Yeah,
sure he does. Of course he does.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
But also something that, like, a fun theory that I saw online was that, when Rita is leaving the car crash and she's got amnesia and she doesn't know where she's going, she's just going toward the lights, toward the city, kind of what she knows. Thinking like Dawn of the Dead, zombies going back to what they know. She's going back to LA. She's got blood on her head, and it'll be on this side. It's in the position of, at the end, when Diane shoots herself in the head, it's coming out that side.
Oh my God, really?
So once again, it's little details like that you're like, okay, that's definitely David Lynch. That's
a third time watch observation, I think.
For sure. Definitely. Yeah. Because I noticed the blood. I noticed the blood on her head. Because I remember thinking, we kind of just see her from the side and from the back when she first leaves the car. And I remember thinking, like, damn, she looks messed up, but she's not bleeding anywhere. And then once I did see it, I was like, oh yeah, she's got some blood.
You saw that in the mirror, and then she lays down, goes to sleep, and like, you've got a concussion. You don't go to sleep.
Yeah, you don't need to go to sleep.
No,
you don't need to go to
please
sleep.
Don't go to sleep. Anyway.
But when she sneaks into Betty's aunt's house, when the door opens, And once Betty arrives and finds her there, she thinks she's just a friend of her aunt, and she can't remember who she is or what her name is, and she sees a poster of Rita Hayworth hanging on the
Hello.
wall. Yeah, hello. I always think of
Hello.
Shawshank Redemption whenever I
Ah!
think of Rita Hayworth. But I was also doing some like research on Rita Hayworth.
Yeah.
And this kind of ties into I guess maybe the Camilla of the story, not the Rita, but the Camilla. Because once we
Okay.
meet the real Camilla at the end,
Mm.
she does, and I'm not trying to be judgy, but this is Hollywood. She does seem like she's slept her way to get some positions.
She absolutely has. And with anyone who will sleep with her, including Betty, Diane,
Yeah.
the other blonde, and of course her soon-to-be fiance.
Yeah, the director.
The director, yeah.
Yeah, and just like how sleazy it was that when he's trying to set up the shot and he slides in and he's just being overly touchy and just gross in front of
It's
the
gross.
actor, the lead actor, and he wanted to clear the set, but Diane can stay, or Diane, that's her name in real life. So because she just wanted her to see it, and I do feel really bad for Diane because I think that in the dream when she's at the audition, right? I think that's really how her audition for the Sylvia North story went down.
Mm.
But I think Camilla slept with the director and she got the lead instead because after that movie, Camilla's career shot up because Bob Brooker was the director of that movie. And she makes comment that the director didn't really like me that much. And then, even Coco, the one that plays the landlord in the dream, but Adam Kesher's mom in real life, she kind of reaches across the table and gives her the hand pat. Just the sympathetic, oh, you poor thing. I feel so sorry for you. So I feel bad for her. And I do think that as her time in Hollywood progressed and she didn't get as many parts, I think she clung to Rita or Camilla because as long as she was with her, she would get her some parts on her movie. She even says that at the same dinner.
Right.
And I think through her depression of not having that dream come true, that's kind of what sent her down the path that she went down. Because in the dream, we see the hitman, in the dream, we see the hitman talking to a prostitute.
Yes.
I think that's what Diane. I think that's how she knew the hitman because I think he was her pimp, and I think he was also her drug dealer because typically they're one and the same.
You think the pimp was Diane's? Diane's pimp was the hitman.
Correct. I think he was also because she was into some shady shit already.
I felt like when we saw that prostitute, like what a weird thing to throw in the middle here. Is this prostitute, but she was blonde. She had this cute little bob hair. She was built exactly like Naomi Watts. And as I'm watching the movie, I'm going, I wonder if Diane didn't resort to prostitution while she was in Hollywood, which is where she would have found all the drugs, just like you said, which is, and if he was the pimp, then that would be a direct line to finding that kind of work.
Yeah. Like I said, they're one and the same person. Wow. I know there's so many layers. And then, so something you asked me last night was the woman, Melissa George, the actress. She was the woman singing in the booth, and she was also at the dinner. And you said you were still kind of unsure who she was, everything.
Is she an amalgamation of Diane and Camilla?
No, she is ultimately, because when we see her in real life, she's someone that Camilla might know just from, because I think she's a waiter, like a host or something like that. But Camilla was very friendly with her and kissed her on the lips. So, and I think when Diane saw that, it enraged her even more that it just lodged her face in her memory. So when the dream was happening, she then that was just one of the characters in her dream.
One of the many things Diane was blaming for her unsuccessful bid to Hollywood stardom, I suppose.
And ironically enough, Naomi Watts had been working for 10 years in Hollywood before this came along, and she had lost her health insurance. She was like about to be evicted. And who was it? It was another big actress that she had met. Might have been Laura Dern, actually, because, Laura Dern has done a lot of Lynch films.
She's a Lynch film, yeah, for sure.
I think she convinced her to stay in Hollywood until after Mulholland Drive came out.
Oh.
And then once Mulholland Drive came out, she blew up. And then after that, she got King Kong. She was, and I love, because after David Lynch passed away, everyone who acted in his movies were coming out and sharing stories. And the favorite one I saw was from her. And she said she was so excited because, Lynch loved old Hollywood. He loved those old movies.
Oh, clearly.
And,
yeah.
Yeah. And so she said he was like one of the first people she told that she'd been cast as the lead in King Kong. And he said, Naomi, anyone who's up on the big screen with that creature is going to be a movie star for life. And
that's a wonderful impression.
I love his voice. It's so sweet. I hate that he's so, a filmmaker I never got to meet, or I don't think he did cons or anything, but man, he's one of those that if you could sit down with 10 minutes and talk to, who would it be? He's one of those on my list for sure.
Him and Roger Corman.
Oh yes, absolutely. I talked about him the other night because he did an appearance. I had a Scream-a-thon, and he has an appearance in Scream 3. I forgot about. I was like, oh.
Lynch does or Corman does?
No, Corman does.
Corman does. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
and I was like, oh, Corman, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Well, should we give the audience a chance to go take a bathroom break and get a drink?
I want to do both. Yeah, let's give them let's give them and us a little break here. What do you say?
Sounds good. We'll be back in a jiff.
Zach, your lip ring is caught on my braces.
Don't move.
Call someone?
I'm not using my minutes.
Just use them.
I'll call after 8 when my rate's going on.
That's 4 hours away.
3.5. Don't be so dramatic.
Hey, she's young. Maybe her next boyfriend will have voice streams whenever minutes.
The most whenever minutes, only from VoiceStream. For whenever you feel like calling.
From acclaimed director David Lynch.
The girl is missing.
What do you want me to do?
The deeper you go.
I don't know what my name is. That money, you don't know where it came from.
The clearer you see.
I remember something.
The stranger it gets.
You're playing a dangerous game here.
Whoever you're hiding from, they know where you are.
Mulholland Drive, rated R.
Oh, excuse me, this is not what I ordered.
It is what you ordered.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't think so.
I think so.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
At Old Country Buffet, you're never disappointed with an order because you don't order. You just choose. Whether it's something tender, hearty, or crisp, what you see will be exactly as good as what you get.
That's what I ordered.
That's what that is.
No.
Yes.
Old Country Buffet. Great choice.
All right, welcome back. I do have a question. Don't know where this is going to go.
Okay. Oh dear.
Do you think? Because I watched one review that kind of started to put all these pieces together, but it didn't address and you mentioned the gal that played the nun from that scared the fuck out of all of us. Coming around, it was a jump scare in a David Lynch movie, and it was done beautifully. Do you think that was Diane?
Yeah, I think that was
maybe
her seeing herself like what she would become.
Maybe not actually what she looked like, although she was getting there. Had she lived, had she not committed suicide, maybe that's what her life was headed.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, what is this? There isn't a wasted moment in a David Lynch movie.
Mm-hmm.
There are no throwaway lines. There are no throwaway scenes. This was a 2.5 hour movie and it moved. It was there was always something going on. There was always something to pay attention to. There wasn't these long drawn out monologues. It just clip, 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 boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
And when there's something in a movie that is so memorable, like this disheveled derelict jumping out from behind a dumpster and giving or making the dream, which I think is what that guy was. He was like the dream vehicle through this, even though he was only kind of in the beginning and kind of sort of at the end. Upset that apple cart, and that's when things started to unwind.
Mm-hmm.
When she jumped out and he looked like he had a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably thinking too much into it, or I'm thinking
You're I think yeah. It means something.
Maybe there is something. Maybe I'm pulling on a string there that might unravel another layer in this crazy film.
Yeah, I think it was just her. Like her seeing like a version of herself. Maybe she was just consumed with guilt to the point where, and here's another question I have, but I'll ask it. I have another question that can play into this. Because, once she wakes up from the dream, her ex-girlfriend that lives down the way has come to pick up her stuff. And she's like, oh, by the way, those 2 FBI guys were asking to see you again. Because even in the dream, she says, oh, we switched apartments. So they were going to the ex's apartment thinking it was Diane's. So were they showing up to ask her questions because they suspect she had something to do with the hit on Camilla? Or were they just like doing their routine police work? I mean, she was friends with her. People knew they were friends.
Oh, I see.
People knew that, that they might have had a relationship of some sort. So they could have just been doing their due diligence and being like, do you have any reason to suspect why anyone would want to kill Camilla?
I don't know the answer. I don't know if this is the answer, but I think once that I realized that it was a dream, and this end as when Naomi Watts looks like she's on crack, right? Because this is the time when she looks real bad.
Looks real bad.
When I started putting those pieces together, and she mentioned that her neighbor mentioned that the FBI agents wanted to talk to her again, I think that they were starting to put something together.
Yeah.
There was, whether they were doing their due diligence or whether they were there probably weren't there to arrest at that point. They were probably just there to start questioning or continue the questioning. Especially if she had switched apartments. That looks real dubious. That looks real sneaky.
Ooh, maybe that happened beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Good question.
And the neighbor at this point looks so much like Camilla, Laura Herring.
Uh-huh.
They even give each other the side eye during a clear dream, part of the dream where Betty is very pretty and they're all gorgeous. There's an interaction between the neighbor who looks a lot like much like the gal in the singing booth. Looks a lot like Naomi Watts.
Oh, yes. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Do
for sure.
have
He has a type.
There's these 2 blondes and these 2 brunettes. Who's the real one? I'm not entirely sure.
Oh.
And there's just I think there's more to unravel there. Being a dream, of course you have the ideal version of your girlfriend, the woman that's helping you through, which is Laura Herring, which is Camille, who is the second I saw her on screen, I think I texted you and said, what a fucking smoke show.
Yeah, you did? Yeah. I know it.
I could not take my eyes off of this woman. She's stunning.
Old Hollywood. And you know what's crazy?
Oh, she's totally old Hollywood.
She's old Hollywood, and Naomi Watts looks like new Hollywood. I love that comparison in them two.
I would go like, I would even say like Naomi Watts is super old Hollywood. Like she's a flapper.
Oh,
whereas Laura Herring has that sultry, that sultry 30s or 40s sort of look to her. This oh shoot, Taylor
Swift. Oh, because she wears a flapper dress a lot. Oh, Elizabeth Taylor.
Like Elizabeth Taylor, she's got that old. And Liz Taylor is old. She's also not with us anymore. So,
yeah,
but that's what Camilla looks like. Like in
I see that
Liz Taylor's day, like in the 50s. That's Liz Taylor, Laura Herring. Same, those eyes.
Yes.
Her dark brown eyes were as gorgeous as Liz Taylor's aqua blue eyes. Just, I can't say enough about Laura. I gotta move on. I gotta move on.
You
but
need
anyway,
my fan? I'll pull my fan out real quick. Granny.
And I was talking to somebody the other day about this movie, and I said, like, there is a scene in this, and you know where I'm going with this. There is a scene. It is the sexiest, hottest love scene I've ever bore witness to. And I stressed love scene, not sex scene.
Amen, brother.
This is not. Are they having sex? You're goddamn right. They're having sex.
Absolutely.
They're absolutely doing each other, but they are doing it out of love and lust and desire and a closeness,
yearning.
They're not just fucking. They at its core, they are making love, and it was Anna. It was the hottest thing I've ever seen on screen. Oh my!
And this man watches the vampire love stories, y'all.
Those are all silly. And
they're
boobs and butts and a little bit of bush. You know, it's titties. Yeah. and we. Oh my God! This was
this one is smoky. It's beautiful.
Wow.
And like
it is beautiful.
That's a great. It is. It's beautiful. I think that's a perfect word. It's sexy, and you cannot take your eyes away from the screen. I was watching it last night. Marley started to walk in at the very end. I said, no, stay right there. Stay right there.
Ooh, that'll come up in a little bit here, folks.
She goes, why? And she goes, is it something sussy? And I said, yeah, you don't need to see it.
Yeah, you got a couple years.
She don't like the kissy stuff at all. Yeah.
Kathleen's daughter is the same way. Kathleen's daughter's like, boys.
Kathleen, ew.
Ew. Boy.
But oh my goodness, yes. Camilla. And so what did you think about, I loved, as random as it was, the opera scene where they're sitting in there, because that's truly when she's starting to wake up. Like so if you think like when she wakes up, there's no telling how long her neighbor's been knocking on the door. I think like if you think like in a dream, you're kind of like stirring awake, or when you're sleeping, I mean, you're kind of stirring awake. If something's happening and somebody's trying to wake you up, it's not instant usually. So I think especially in the scene where she starts convulsing, that's her like trying to wake up.
Coming out of the dream state. That's her REM shutting down and her waking up. Maybe she's even got some sleep paralysis going on. I mean, that's that's a thing. That's a real thing, and it's not fun. That's happened to me twice, and that's not fun.
Oh dang, I've never experienced that.
Yeah, I don't recommend it. It's scary.
Scurry.
Yeah, it really is.
And then so I want to know your thoughts, because there's so we see at the end of this movie that Diane she's probably high. She can't even she's like they said in the Discord, furiously masturbating. And it's like not working for her at all.
No, and she is crying through the whole thing.
Oh, I know. She's crying.
It's such a wonderful piece of acting. I mean, who doesn't cry when they masturbate? I
know.
I'm so sad and lonely.
That That's normal. That's Paul Rudd.
No, that was such a wonderful piece, and it's dirty. Yes, Pete loves his boobs and his whatever, but that was such a
private scene.
Oh my God, it was.
Like you talk about, like we shouldn't see it.
The
it's
substance
not sexy. Yes,
was like
exactly.
like in the substance. Like I feel like I'm a voyeur here. I shouldn't be seeing this.
Yes.
This is someone who is
So
undressed in their bathroom in front of their mirror and is just giving themselves the once over. Like I shouldn't be seeing this.
You're right.
And this is exactly what you're talking about, Anna. Like I don't need to be seeing this. It's not sexy. It's heartbreaking is what it was.
And then, the end of the movie culminates with little miniature versions of the old couple.
The fuck?
Dude, I can only imagine your jaw at this point. Like what is happening?
The last 5 minutes when I just on the floor, like I'm trying very hard, enjoying it, thankfully, but nope. I gotta look this up.
I think because they eventually, grow to her size, and golly, when she's screaming and acting erratic, that is
they're
also
chasing her around her apartment.
Incredible acting.
Mm-hmm.
But the end of the movie it culminates with her killing herself, shooting herself in the head, but I don't necessarily know if that really happened or if it's just a metaphor.
Wow.
On surface value, we could say that. She experienced so much guilt. She knew she was going to be caught. She had someone murdered that she ultimately loved at the end of the day, but was so jealous and was so devoted, more so to finding that Hollywood success and that dream that she's always had, that she was willing to do anything to get it. And the bitch of it is, it's like, it's Hollywood. Like, if you kill her, you can't kill them all. Like, you're either good or you're not.
Kill them all.
You can't kill. You're either good or you're not. And a lot of it's luck, being in the right place at the right time with the right people. And it takes years for that to happen. So.
And then it doesn't happen to probably most of them. I bet 90% of people that try to make it in Hollywood don't
make it. I know. Or like we see them, like they finally make it, and we remember them from a guest spot on CSI Miami from 15 years ago, or something like that. You're like, oh, I remember them. They were on Criminal Minds or something like that. Which, no shade to them, but I mean those are good shows, by the way. But yeah, you're right. That's how most people who go to Hollywood wind up. So that's kind of the surface level. Is that she just killed herself, because we also see in the dream the dead body. They walk into that apartment. We never see the face.
Right. Yes. Yes. Oh, and shit. I think
he forgot about that part. Yeah.
I forgot
when they sneak into the apartment.
Oh my God.
So if we think about the dead body in
that
the
was
dream,
Camille's apartment, right?
No, it was Diane's.
Was it?
That was Diane on the bed, technically. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So if we think about that scene in the dream and we apply this thinking to it, it kind of makes more sense if you think of it like this, because what if the end of this movie is just the end of Diane's Hollywood dream? Like, it's her killing herself is a metaphor for killing the person she became when she got to Hollywood, and that she's realized that she's not going to make it, and maybe it's time to pack up shop and go home to, I think, Canada, where she says she's from.
She delves deeper into her demons and becomes the vagrant behind
exactly
the
or
dumpster.
That
maybe that was actually her.
Oh, damn. Very true. And then also,
this is so much fun.
I know. I love theories. Yes. But then, like, when you see them looking at her body in the dream, what if that's because she's dreaming of all this?
Yeah.
What if, and this is kind of toward the end where things are starting to come unraveled, what if that's her seeing her Hollywood dream, they're dead? Like she see like that's just another metaphor for her in her dream.
Maybe it's a layer of dream. Maybe she's just fine, and this is God.
I know we could. There's so many different ways. This is what Lynch wanted. He wanted people to talk about it.
Son of a bitch! Damn you, David
Lynch! He's up there laughing at us.
Oh yeah,
a cigarette.
I hope so. Please laugh at us.
Oh, you know it. Lynch. You know it. Oh, yeah. He's like those. He's probably like those fools.
That wasn't even what I said.
Yeah. That's not what I meant, but it's okay. You can think that anyways.
Everybody's a squirrel. Wait, what?
Oh, gosh, I love that damn clip of him in the back of. He's in the back of a car. Somebody's driving him, and he goes, "I just had 2 cookies and a Coke," and he's got the canned Coke, and he goes, "Magnificent." Like he was just a simple man. Like if you think of Agent Cooper in Twin Peaks. That's how I think of David Lynch, Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't expect it. Don't wait for it. Just let it happen. It could be a 10-minute cat nap in your office chair. It could be a sale on shoes that you see on your way home. And she slides the cups of coffee across the table and the sheriff goes, and he looks at him and he goes, or it could be 2 cups of black coffee on the house. It's just like, it's such great like ways to think and live, he's just a simple man. And what a filmmaker and a storyteller.
In his filmography, it's not deep, right? He doesn't have that many. Does he have 10 movies?
Actually, I'm wearing my David Lynch stack, and one of them, Mulholland Drive's not on here. He did Blue Velvet.
Yeah,
he did all of Twin Peaks, then he did Fire Walk with Me, and then
Wild
the revival. Wild at Heart, Elephant Man, Eraserhead,
yeah.
Lost Highway.
Oh,
Dune.
Lost Highway, right? Dune. Oh, that's a disappointment.
I haven't watched it. Mulholland Drive.
Hollywood got to
Inland Empire. He did that too. That was
I don't know that one. Okay.
But yeah, so he's done quite a few. Yeah.
It's that he's spread around that 10 movie. I mean, what doesn't Tarantino say that like the best directors get 10 movies?
Yeah. I mean, he's one of the greats. I truly think.
Agreed.
I think he's one of those directors that people are going to be talking about his movies and theorizing about them for years.
It's going to be impossible not to. I mean, just with The Elephant Man, how beautiful that movie was. And that was his first film, right? His first feature length.
Yes, it was.
That movie is
sad too.
It's heartbreaking. Oh my God.
So fucking sad.
Hey, you want to feel bad about yourself and everybody around you and the entire world? Watch The Elephant Man. There you go. Have fun.
And actually, the first Lynch movie I ever watched was Eraserhead. And it was because my mom had seen it and she loved like all those old black and white movies, House on Haunted Hill, stuff like that. And she's like, "Oh, you got to watch Eraserhead."
I've still not seen Eraserhead.
Oh dear.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, that'll change your life too, I think. You'll be like, "What the this is weird." You'll be using those adjectives again, weird and confused.
It's just one that I was like, this one might be too weird for me. I'll do Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers instead.
So okay. That's always a winner though.
I got the Blu-ray of that, by the way.
That's a good one.
That's so much fun. Oh.
Do you have any other questions or anything else we could?
You know what, Anna? What I want to do is I want to watch this in another year and I want to talk about it again.
Okay, we should.
I'm not kidding. This is
let's do it.
As we've had this conversation, I want to sit and rest. This needs to steep in my brain pan.
It'll pop up in your mind like a month from now, and you'll be like, "What was that? What was that?"
The last week after I've watched it, I was just like, "Wait, now what about?" Now, I'll just be walking or driving or something like. Now wait a minute, what was? It's driving. It has bored into my brain, and my brain can't handle it. My brain's like, no, stop it. You're not smart enough. Boobs,
now your brain can rest. Boobs. I need boobs. So another thing, real quick. We didn't talk about the cowboy. And I think this is kind of a good segue to the end.
Yeah, again, the cowboy, left field, makes no sense to me. I have no idea what this guy is doing in here, but there's no way that it's not important. So lay it on me.
I believe him and like all the executives we see that's with Adam and all them. I think they're the underbelly of Hollywood. Like I think they're the ones who control everything.
Sure. Sure.
And I mean, they're saying it to Adam, like the rest of your cast, you can pick whoever you want to, but the lead girl is not up to you. And he just can't fathom it. He just hates it. But that's kind of the game you got to play in Hollywood. And I think that this film also is David Lynch's way of saying that
it's a big middle finger to Hollywood.
It's a big middle finger to Hollywood, but I also kind of feel like it's a little bit of a love letter too, in a weird way, because he was someone who loved Hollywood. And I think Hollywood is a place where good and bad can coexist.
Fair.
Dare I say, so well together, even though it's not so well, but it has been that way for so many years. I mean, we could put the whole casting couch philosophy into what's happening in this movie.
Oh, for sure.
That could have very well been the route that Camilla and Diane both went down. Or maybe, as we learn, just because you get on the casting couch doesn't mean you get casted. Right. So what if Diane went down that route and she did the casting couch thing and nobody cast her? So she was essentially just giving herself to all these people as somebody to have sex with.
Maybe Camilla started a relationship with this director, and Diane went the casting couch way, and Camilla got around that where Diane subjected herself to all that stuff.
Oh, that's a good point.
And she's now so like, I did what I was supposed to do. I slept with all these people and I still can't get the role. And this chick hooks up with a director and she's got all the lead parts.
And not only that, a male director.
Yeah, right.
While she's possibly closeted or,
I think they had, even in real life, I'm pretty sure Diane and Camilla had a relationship.
That people knew about, though?
No.
That's what I'm saying, though. Yeah. So that too could be another slap in the, well, not could be, it is another slap in the face to Diane, who, I mean, we've seen her not be in a relationship with another girl, but we've seen it end because she's coming to get the stuff she left at her house or her apartment. And yeah, we do see Camilla kiss the waitress, but it's one of those things where how many people actually saw it? That was for Diane.
Yes, it was. It was absolutely for Diane, because that wasn't just a smooch. That was a kiss.
That was a kiss and look to the side while your lips are touched. But I also think that at the end of the day, yeah, as dark as Hollywood is, I think there is still a lot of good that happens there, because why do we care to watch movies and talk about them if we think it's all bad?
This has been so much fun, and I can't say how much fun I've been having with this conversation. I want to go on and on and on and on, but I do want to let this settle in my brain pan. And I'm not kidding. Maybe in a year we can talk about it again, or
we should.
I don't know.
Maybe we bring Charlie in for that one.
That'd be interesting, boy.
I think he would have a lot to say about this. I don't necessarily think he would like it. But I think he's into the theory spinning of because I love doing that with Charlie too. I love doing that with anybody,
Charlie is so wicked smart, and he's the king of I knew what was going to happen right away. Blah 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 blah.
I know
blah.
He always calls it.
Goober. But he can't listen to this episode and then watch the movie because
I know he can't. Charlie, you are not have listened to this.
You're not allowed to listen to this. By the way, this is the end of the episode, and you can't listen.
Exactly, you can't listen to this. If you're hearing this now, just know I'm coming for you. I'll give you the Sam Jackson.
So, in lieu of an actual rating system, 1 to 10, 1 to 5, whatever like that, we're not going to do anything like that. But we are going to ask the question, and Anna and I wood shop this for quite some time, and I think we've got something very interesting. So instead of rating this movie, we're going to ask a couple of questions. And the first one is, in the spirit of staying up all night, insomniac theater, after hours cinema, you're channel surfing at 2 a.m. in the morning because you can't sleep. In that spirit, in that vein, you come across this movie. Was it worth staying up for? This is a long movie. Was this movie worth staying up till 5 o'clock in the morning if it's 2, right?
Yeah.
So Anna, I'm going to ask you, and I think I know the answer. Is this one worth staying up?
It is. It is worth staying up for.
Yep.
I'll say this: if anybody's staying up till 2 o'clock on a work night, y'all are crazy to begin with. That's too damn late. Go to bed. Y'all need to lay your head down and get enough sleep so you're rested for work. But so if you're staying up till 2 o'clock, chances are you don't have to work the next day. And staying up till 5, if you have nothing to do, I can sleep in. Or like me on the weekends, I'm like, well, if I only get 6 hours of sleep, it's fine. It's the weekend. I don't have to work. That kind of thing. So definitely, I would always stay up for this. I would always be down to watch it if somebody's like, hey, I've never seen this. Put it on. Let's watch it. What about you, Pete? Was it worth staying up for?
There are two ways to look at this. Was it worth staying up for? Yes, it was absolutely worth staying up for. I would stay up for this movie. The other question is, could I stay up for this movie?
Yeah.
Because you hit 10 o'clock anymore, and Pete's like, I think it's bedtime.
You get comfy, man. You fall asleep on the couch.
Yeah, boy. Now, there were the years, the many years that I spent bartending. Your sleep schedule is totally screwed. No matter what day of the week it is.
Restaurant, bar life.
Oh yeah. Like, so you'd get home at 3 a.m. and you'd stay up because you're still wired. You'd stay up till 5 and then you'd start falling asleep. So on the nights that you don't work, I'm probably, unless I drink myself into a stupor, I'm probably up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning looking for something to watch. To hopefully calm my brain down and go to sleep. So, is it worth staying up? Yeah, this one's worth staying up. It is long and it is confusing, but it's David Lynch and you're in for a treat.
Yay. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
We do have a second question that we ask because I think this is going to be relevant in other shows that we do in the future. So our second question is, would you watch it during the day? And I asked that because let's say you're on the couch and you're in front of the big bay window and you're not too far from the sidewalk and you've got this movie on.
Okay, that's another good way of putting it. Yeah. You live in a city. People are just walking by your apartment.
People are just walking by your apartment. Or you got the volume on really loud and people can hear. Yeah. So would you watch it during the day if there was a chance that someone would walk in on you, if you know what I mean, or just walk by and glance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think you answered that already, Anna.
I did. I watched it yesterday during the day.
Yeah.
And I had that moment where I was like,
you did.
Stay in there. I rarely do that too. Like a lot of times, because it's mostly just, horror stuff that I'm watching. And I don't watch a lot of, it just was during the time of day where she's very in and out of the room, like in the bedroom. And so, so if you've got kids and you're trying to watch this, have your finger on the pause button in specific scenes, because if your kid's anything like mine, she's going to walk in only on those scenes. Only at those
of course.
times.
They have, whether they know it or not, children have radar when
they're watching something I shouldn't be.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Get out of here.
When I was a kid, I'd be like, wait, what? Why can't I look? Molly doesn't
Exactly.
do that. She is like, no, why can't I look?
I do remember messaging you this is a 2 hour and 20 minute movie. I think I got an hour and maybe an hour and 10 minutes in and messaged you like, the IMDb says there's severe nudity in this. What the hell is going on? There's nothing. There was one shower scene early that Laura Herring's body was completely obscured.
The silhouette.
I mean, you saw the shape, which was delightful, but it was completely PG obscured.
Right.
And you're like, just hold on, son. hold your britches. It's coming. They said, this isn't safe for work. Said, oh no, not from where you are.
Yeah, I was like, no. Give it time. It's coming. And you honestly, to the point where you like were, I don't know how I could forget it, but you were just like, I don't know, making me second guess myself. I was like, is there? Because sometimes, as many times as I've seen this, I'll forget little things,
sure.
Because much like a dream. And so I was like, wait, is there? I was like second guessing myself. I was like, no, it's in there. I know there is.
Yeah.
And then you were like, oh, Jesus.
Dear Lord. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Has Jody seen this movie?
No, Jody hasn't seen this movie.
You think she'd like it?
I would show it to her. I would show it to her if she was cool with the almost 2.5 hour runtime.
I had the time.
I think she would. I think she would enjoy it. The lovemaking scene would not bother her at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
Might even be like, that was
hello. Mm-hmm. Hey, what are we
doing
after this is over?
Wait, right. I don't have the same equipment these people do, so if that's what you're looking for, I'm not your person.
Hey, girls on girl can turn girls on, so and
100%.
it was hello. This is the one to do it.
Would I watch this during the day in fear that my roommates would walk in? Oh yes, I would watch this during the day. This is an art piece, and if someone walks in at that scene, they were like, "Of course you're watching this." I'm like, "This is David Lynch." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense."
They're like, "Oh, okay."
Sure. It's not Vampiros Lesbos or anything like that.
Right?
It's not Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
That's on the list, by the way.
Oh goodness.
This is not Porky's. This is not Revenge of the Nerds. This is not a sex comedy. This is not a rape revenge
it's not raunchy.
thing. It's not raunchy. And I'm telling you, friends, this is
very tasteful
love making scene that I have. It's always sex. This is not sex. This is something different. And it was artful and beautiful. And I'm so glad I saw it. Thank you for bringing this, Anna.
Yay. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Makes me happy.
I had so much fun with this. I had so much fun with this for a couple. Like, what is going on? It's beautiful. And I'm questioning. I think I know nope, I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
That was so much fun. Like, oh, okay, I get what's. Oh, nope.
And trying to
know
figure it out. It's fun.
Yeah. I would love Charlie to try to watch this without listening to this. See if he can figure it out. I always figure things out.
See if he can figure out.
Sorry, Charlie.
Lynch.
No shade, Charlie. Smooches.
No shade, Charlie. We love you. We love you. That was a very successful pilot episode of After Hours, if I do say so.
I think so. Great film. We both liked it.
Agreed.
That's not always going to happen, but
no, that's always going to happen.
I don't think that's what we're trying to do here. We're not trying to make the other enjoy it. We're just saying, hey, look, I found something really weird. Let's watch it.
Yeah. We like the weird.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of weird, you have the next pick. Is that another adjective that's going to be used for next month?
Ever heard of Jess Franco?
Just Franco?
Jess.
Oh, Jess Franco.
Jesus Franco.
Jesus Franco. No. Mm-mm.
He's one of those. He's a Spanish director. I'm fucking blanking tonight. Damn it.
Our brains are farting.
Jess Franco is a contemporary of Mario Bava.
Oh.
He's kind of a messed up director. And I found a movie that it's French.
Okay.
It's got vampires in it.
I'm not surprised.
It's got female vampires in it.
I'm also not surprised.
And it's on Tubi.
I'm not surprised.
It's called Daughter of Dracula. Like I said, it's Jess Franco movie. We'll talk about Jess next month a little bit, because he's someone in the horror community should know, much like Bava.
Mario Bava.
Yeah. He's just one of those guys.
Interesting.
He's done a lot of really interesting things. But Daughter of Dracula. It's in French, so you're gonna have to watch subtitles. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And there's women vampires. There seems to be if you follow the Give Me Back squad, there's a theme that I've got.
There's a theme running. Yeah, you got to type, Pete.
I do.
I'm excited. I'm very intrigued.
So, Daughter of Dracula. It's only an hour and a half long. 1972. It is now. Don't put in Daughters of Dracula. That is a different movie from 1971 that we also probably will cover one of these days.
Okay, not the plural, just daughter.
This is Daughter of Dracula by Jesus Franco.
Jesus Franco. Mm-hmm. Nice. I'm excited. Well, I think that was a perfect way to end the first episode.
There we go.
And we'll see you guys next month. It'll be we'll be popping in on the Give Me Back the podcast network on the third Tuesday of the month. So you'll get Give Me Back, Be Action, us, and then Be Action again at the end of the month. And on off months where there's an extra week, Charlie's got something planned for those.
Yeah, he does. Like this right away. I think March has an extra week, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So exciting things are coming up. We hope you guys have enjoyed us two getting together and starting our own thing. You can follow us on Instagram. We do have a page now. We decided to create our own just to kind of keep things organized, and it is After Hours Cinema _ at the end, all lowercase.
Hop in there, give us some feedback. We're figuring things out here, so the more we hear from you, the better this show is going to be.
For sure, I agree. And you can
mostly
always
you can tell me how wonderful we are. That's
how great we are. How you've always wanted to hear us start our own show, and we couldn't have expected anything better from you two. You can also follow the fellas over at Give Me Back My Action Movies. Charlie is still also keeping that Instagram open for action content. And then the horror page has changed to Give Me Back the podcast. That's going to be like the main network feed, we should say. And then Be Action as well, Be Action Podcast. They're on Instagram. We're all there. And Good Beer, Bad Movie Night, Pete's other show, The Barons Hideout Podcast.
Don't
my
forget
other
about
show.
The Barons. I was just going to say.
Go check us all out. And then Flicks and Friends also, Big D / Ed Marino's other show. We got shows everywhere. Please go listen to all of our wonderful friends. We'll see you guys next month. Have a good night. Captain's out.
Captain. Daughters of Dracula.
And in the words of David Lynch, keep your eye on the donut and not the hole.